little lunging butt blast workout for you on the reformer. I have the box in the short position. The bar is on the middle, you could go low, and I'm on one red spring. So we're gonna start leaning forward, placing our hands on the box. The ball of the foot goes onto the bar, and shift your butt backwards so that your support leg is roughly at 90 degrees. And then we just extend all the way out into our lunge, and then just shift your butt backwards. So we are going to press out. Now I'm pushing with my leg. My shoulders continue to stay right over my wrists. If you feel like you're loading them too much, you are welcome to go here or use weights, or if you needed to, you could rest on your forearms. But really, your arms are just holding you in place so that you don't go flying over if you don't feel secure, which makes this a fairly good exercise for people of all levels because they feel like they can support themselves. And we're going to find somewhere in between where we're not fully back, but we're slightly forward. And if you can, come to your balance and just do little tiny hinging in the hip, pushing the glute forward. So I'm really working to stabilize in my quad, hips, and glutes. And I'm going up with my chest, leaning back over, trying to stay in a fixed position with both legs. So this is really gonna burn. And I only do 10 repetitions. Really trying to stay connected and still here. Foot pushes down into the bar. All right, now you have the choice to either put your hands back down or keep your hands on your hips. And you do those same lunges, forward and back, 10 times. So what you're going to feel is a great deal of effort on the side that's stable. The side that's moving, definitely, you will feel it, but not in the same way that you feel the support leg. And again, if that feels like scary and precarious, put your hands down and go back to here, which may allow for you to have a little bit more range of movement. It's just that it takes the option of balance away. So do what feels right for you, what you want for your workout right now. And then come in, go back to where you have some resistance, and you just drop down and up. So I'm leaning with my chest, coming up. So I'm not really pushing this leg anywhere. It's staying stable. I'm loading it, I'm offloading it. I'm loading it, offloading it. So it's a lot of work on this side. And it's your second set. So your legs should be feeling a little bit shaky at the moment. We'll do 2 more. And then we'll switch legs. So you just bring your carriage back. Place this foot down, press your chest up, find the bar with your other foot, and then let's just go out into our lunge and come backwards. So we push all the way out, we come back. The front leg is staying nice and still. The back leg is the one that is moving us. And again, check in with yourself. Make sure that you're not relying so heavily on your hands and wrists. You do want to have this sense of being lifted up and away from the box. It's just there for safety and just helping you stay connected. I'm going to do 1 more and then push the carriage just part way out, then push down through this leg. And here's where we lift. So we're going to load this leg, offload this leg. And do pay attention to the foot that's on the bar. That foot is really holding you in place, as is this one, driving down and up. So stick that butt backwards, push to lift back up. You can keep your range small. You can keep your range a little bit bigger. You can try to lean way over and come back up, or you can keep it very small. Do what feels good for your body, because being up like this with 1 foot up is really precarious, like I said, for a lot of people. So you can also put your hands here if you needed to. All right, now let's put our hands back down. We'll do our second set of out and in. So now, once again, you'll start to feel the glutes on the side that's not doing the moving. It's stabilizing you. And it should be fired up right about now. Best practice would be just to move at a nice slow pace so you lengthen the leg, shift your weight back. Lengthen, hold, shift it back. Again, not putting too much pressure through your hands, but using this just as a tool to maintain that balance. And now we come back in. Find that halfway point. We go back into the offload and load. Offload and load. So I'm paying particular attention to the inseam of my pants, my first two toes, and I'm going to keep my leaning fairly moderate because even just this tiny little bit really fires the crap out of my glutes, and I'm already feeling a little shaking, so I don't want to overdo it because I have so much more to come. So I have two more of these. And I'm going to lean over, put my hands on. Now I'm going to extend out, find the bar, put my foot down, come back. Out, find the bar, switch feet. Now see if you can find that balance. That wasn't great for me, but I'm going to keep at it. Out, find the bar, find your foot, find your balance. Out, and bar. Now here, what I will say is if you start to allow your body to shift back and slowly lift up, that will make a difference for you. Instead of trying to do it all at once, just go slow, then come back. I know nobody likes to go slow, they want it to be done, but if you start to let your body shift backwards in space, it'll make all the difference for you. You're still getting the balance, and you're still getting a ton of work here. So, try a few more. And just do your best. If you're not comfortable, come up with one hand. Or don't use the balance aspect at all. If it's gonna make you have a bad day and feel bad about yourself, do what feels good to you. That's why we do this. We want ourselves to be happy as we're exercising. All right, now, this is my last one. Now I'm gonna come out. What we'll do here is a variation on a theme. So we're going to go out, in, back, and forward, okay? So we go back, we bring it into the lunge, we bend back, and in. So at this point, legs are super working hard, and your brain is gonna have to think a little bit, especially here. Lengthen the leg, kick it back, bring it to your lunge, shift your weight back. And again, you may start to rely on your arms here, which you definitely will because here you're not bearing into it. Here, you're in that plank. So you can allow yourself to kind of relax here. Then take the leg off. Bring it back nice and easy. Bring it off. Bring it back in. And off. I will go with two more. Feels right to me. At which point, we will come into a switch. So, come into your plank, bring this leg forward. Let's go back, let's go to our lunge. Out, in, out, and out. Bring it in, shift your weight back, and out. So here we wait there, we bring it in. Our weight shifts back, you can offload, and in. Weight bearing on the arms, bring it back, shift your weight back, and just continue breathing. Keep a pace that feels good to you. Keep your foot connected to the bar. And think less about how high that leg is and more about staying nice and low through the leg that's pushing out and in, the one that's really working hard. Let's do 3 more sets. Kick it back, bring it in, shift it back. Ooh, my foot almost slipped. Kick it back, bring it in, shift it back. And this is our last one. Out, in, back, and good. Okay, let's just take a second and let's rest on our forearms, stretch our hips, just rock side to side, let everything relax. And then we're gonna challenge ourselves. So challenging ourselves is putting one foot on the bar, coming up into this lunge, and then let's just see, can we find a balance here and just tap forward, lift back up. Now, a lot of people find being high up is scary, right? So if you had to, you could put your foot, instead of on the bar, you could put it on the platform. And we're doing 10 of these. Remember, not too many, because these are really challenging, especially because it's balance, lots of quads, lots of glutes. All right, now I'm gonna press to my plank, come in and shift, drive that leg down, stay connected to the back leg, and just 10 of these. And definitely, I feel less stable on this side, but I also feel like my glutes are super fatigued. We have our last two. One, and let's come back into our plank, and let's finish with 10 of these. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, burning, and 2, and 1, and good. You may want to take a second, just stretch your hips. Whew, okay, like I said, it was just a second. Then stretch your other hip. And that ought to give you a good heart rate, balance, glutes, legs, core, everything. I hope you enjoyed